I have some arthritis, but it doesn't bother me because every morning I go to the gym and then I swim. Starts going to the gym, even if you only do 10 minutes.
There are celebrities, and then there are legends. And then, above them all, there are rare souls like Dick Van Dyke. People whose presence feels almost like a gift to the world. A man who, long after most fade quietly into history, continues to glow as brightly as ever. At 99 years old, Dick Van Dyke still carries a spark that feels untouched by time. His laughter still feels genuine. His footsteps still hold rhythm, and his eyes, full of mischief and wonder, still remind us of something we often forget in adulthood. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Today, we explore not just the career of an iconic entertainer, but the mindset, the habits, the heart, and the choices that helped him become a living symbol of joyful aging. Roots of a dreamer, Dick Van Dyke was born on December the 13th, 1925, in West Plains, Missouri, a small, quiet American town. He wasn't born into fame or wealth. There were no bright spotlights waiting for him, no cameras, no red carpets. Just simple life, hopeful dreams, and a playful boy with a boundless imagination. He grew up during a time of uncertainty, the Great Depression, global wars, a world learning to rebuild. And perhaps that is where his spirit was forged, in a time when joy had to be created, not bought, when laughter was a remedy and hope was fuel. He learned early what many take decades to discover. Happiness comes not from having everything, but from loving something deeply. The rise of a timeless star. By the early 1960s, television was becoming the center of American entertainment, and Dick Van Dyke stepped into it like he had always belonged there. The Dick Van Dyke Show wasn't just a program, it was a phenomenon. With his tall, lanky frame, boyish grin, and unmatched comedic timing, Van Dyke didn't act funny. He simply was. Every tumble, every dance-like movement, every raised eyebrow felt effortless. He once said, "I pity people who hate waking up to go to work. I always look forward to mine." This wasn't just a quote, it was his lifestyle. Work wasn't a burden, it was play. And when work feels like play, life becomes something beautiful. Then came Mary Poppins, then Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And each role engraved his name deeper into the fabric of cinematic history. He wasn't just entertaining audiences, he was inspiring them. Teaching children and adults alike that dancing doesn't stop at adulthood, laughter never expires, and silliness is not immaturity. It is freedom. The quiet discipline behind the joy. We often mistake cheerfulness for simplicity, as if joy requires no effort. But behind Dick Van Dyke's laughter lies discipline, intention, and care. He has said many times, the secret is not avoiding age. It's engaging with life consistently. Let's look at the choices that shape that reality. 3 things he avoids. 1. Processed and red meat. Food affects mood, energy, and longevity, and he chose lighter proteins and plant-focused meals decades before it was a trend. Avoiding processed meats helped protect his heart, brain, and energy levels. 2. High-salt foods. While many meals today are loaded with sodium, he kept his diet clean and fresh. Less salt means better blood pressure, better heart function, and a body that works with life, not against it. 3. Alcohol. Van Dyke never adopted the drinking culture that surrounded Hollywood. By avoiding alcohol entirely, he protected his memory, his mental clarity, and his physical vitality. 3 things he embraces. 1. Turmeric, a humble spice, but packed with anti-inflammatory and antioxidant power. He adds it to warm drinks and meals to support the brain, joints, and digestion. 2. Leafy greens. Kale, spinach, Swiss chard. These are the foundation of nourishment. Vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. Nature's medicine cabinet on a plate. 3. Blueberries, nature's small miracle berries. For the brain, the heart, and muscle recovery. He enjoys them plain, in smoothies, or with breakfast. His daily eating style: breakfast, warm oatmeal, fresh berries. Nuts, a slow-burning, heart-supporting, brain-feeding start to the day. Lunch omega-rich fish, like salmon food that feeds the mind, nourishes joints, and keeps the body flexible and youthful. Dinner, mushrooms and vegetables. Low-calorie, nutrient-dense, immune-boosting foods that comfort the body without burdening it. Movement, the fuel of his youth. Dick Van Dyke has said one sentence more times than almost any other: keep moving. He never retired from movement. Not at 50, not at 70, not at 90, not now. His routine includes walking regularly, water exercise for joint health, lightweight training to keep bones and muscles strong, stretching to maintain mobility, and above all, dancing. Dancing is his medicine, a workout for the body, the memory, the coordination, and the spirit. Movement is not optional for him. It's part of who he is. A mindset that refuses to age. Dick Van Dyke does not behave like an old man because he never accepted the idea that aging requires slowing down. He kept curiosity alive. He kept humor alive. He kept movement alive. He kept wonder alive. That is the true secret. Growing older is inevitable. Growing dull is optional. Where others worry about numbers, he focuses on moments. Where others slow down out of fear, he speeds up out of joy. Where others see age as decline, he sees it as another chance to live. Lessons from a life well lived. From Dick Van Dyke, we learn: move every day, even when you don't feel like it. Laugh often. It's a form of exercise. Stay curious. Boredom ages the soul. Eat foods that feed your body, not just your cravings. Stay social. Connection is fuel. Never stop learning or trying. Let joy be your compass and keep dancing, literally and metaphorically. Most importantly, do not surrender your inner child. The world asks us to grow up. Dick Van Dyke shows us how to grow better. A legacy that will outlast time. Whether on screen or in real life, Dick Van Dyke has become a symbol, not just of Hollywood, but of hope. A reminder that age can be graceful, active, creative, and joyful. That laughter heals, that movement protects, that positivity sustains. At 99, he carries the same spark he did at 29, maybe even brighter now, because behind it lies a century of wisdom. He once said, "The minute you stop learning, you're dead." And in his steps, his laughter, and his voice, we see the truth. He never stopped learning. He never stopped moving. He never stopped loving life. And because of that, life never stopped loving him back.